What's the first thing women notice? Your face. That's why you got to take care of. Simple things like getting a haircut, grooming your face, and brushing your teeth is important. But there's one thing guys miss and that women always notice. It's when a guy isn't taking care of his skin. That's why I'm so excited to have T.J. Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. T.J. Hanley simplifies the process of taking care of your skin. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing you don't. Seriously, I don't think some of you believe me when I tell you how much implementing a quality skincare routine will improve your confidence in all aspects of your life. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: daily face wash, exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with an SPF 20 and a PM moisturizer. But and to make it dead simple for you guys, they provide an instruction card in every box that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. But because TJ is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description and get 40% off your first skincare system and free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll get 20% off for life. By the way, one of their new gift options is a silicone body scrubber, which is a $20 value and a complete game changer. Once you use this, you'll never go back to a regular loofah ever again. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
Maintaining your beard isn't just style, it's self-respect. A well-grown beard boosts confidence and leaves a lasting impression. Elevate your look. Embrace the importance of beard care today.
I can't hear him.
Are we live? I can't hear nobody. Oh, I got Hank. What up, Hank?
What's up, big brother?
Yo.
Right up.
All right, I got Trev. Trev is Gucci.
Mike check. Something going on.
Whoever said Mike check, he's good.
King.
All right. Oh,
yeah,
music. There you go, JR. You good now, bro?
All right.
Word. Yeah. You good now?
Yeah, I'm good. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to King Talk. We're going to just the crew. We got Mr. Shannon Rawls, Trev Smooth, Mr. King TV, Kenny P, Hank, me, myself, Lapeef JR. What's going on, Jim? What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's up, fellas? What's happening?
What it do? Man? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, that sound issue, man. I seen some flash across the screen that said Mike had disconnected, so I don't know what's going on, man. Anyhow, man, great to be here. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. Christopher Matthews, Angela Swift, Dorian. Going on, everybody. Hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me go to get the housekeeping out the way. Shout out to the sponsor, T.J. Hanley Uncomplicated Skincare for Men. 40% off. You get 40% off along with a free gift. And if you become a member, you get 20% off for life. You also got your beard care needs with Assured Man King on top. This is a Lapeef and Sugar Curl collab. That link is also pinned to the top of the chat. It's a great product, man. Great product. I use it daily. I love what it does. I love the way it smells. So if you're looking to get your beard right, this is the way to go. How you gentlemen doing? What's going on, Precious? How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all check out Precious, man. She goes live weekly as well. Make sure y'all give her a sub and make sure y'all support.
What up, Fresh?
How y'all gentlemen doing, man? Y'all good? What's going on? Is that water? Like I know you don't drink, man, but that's not a regular type of frown when you're drinking some water, man.
No, man, I don't mess around. That's strictly water, big brother. Strictly water.
That's a big ass cup, Trev. What's going on with that?
Hey man, I drink about 8 liters of water a day. So, you know.
Yeah, that's a special water cup right there.
Yeah, man. Carbonated water, baby.
What's going on in White? I think you froze him in White.
So this Canadian, was it the Canadian Clear? I said flavored water right there. I remember that back in the days. I don't even think
the Marcus just put his picture up. He think he about to get over tonight. He just gonna keep his picture up all night. You think we don't know to say?
Yeah, he over there. Okay, he coming back in. BZ, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Got a few things popping around the internet today. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it and see what's happening. We're doing all that yarning, Shan. It's too early. You're on the East Coast, man. 2 hours before us. So, 3 hours for some. I know Don Will, you shouldn't be yawning already.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Well,
I'm the old man. I'm the resident old man.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
okay
we're
for me
not of age yet there, Brother Shan. So when we get of age, then we might be in that same predicament. But as of right now, I think we good. We still got a lot of energy. Still got a lot of energy. I just had to go ahead and scratch that topic, Shan, for right now. I still interested. I mean, I might see it on the back end. What up, Marcus?
What up?
Not much, man. Let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Again, hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that being said, man, I came across this video of Sexxy Red. I don't know what it is where they're putting these out of anybody that they can put in WWE and the presidential festivities. Like, why do they always have to pick the most ratchet people? I don't know about y'all, but like sometimes when people act ratchet in public, I'm embarrassed. Is it just me, or do you guys feel the same way?
Agreed.
It's definitely embarrassing. As long as they wearing our shade, it's embarrassing.
Okay. I'm like, damn, it had to be one of us, man. It had to be just loud, arguing, twerking, all that. I don't know, Shan. Maybe I might be old, man. Maybe I might be old. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip, man. This is Sexxy Red. I didn't expect to see this in a million years. I know back in the day when we used to watch wrestling, this would never be a thing. But I almost think it would be hard for us to get some odd people even on there. But this is what they chose to do. We're going to roll the tape.
Please welcome St. Louis's very own chart-topping, lip-gloss-popping, hood hottest, Northside princess, Sexxy Red!
This our favorite hottest princess, Sexxy Red, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Get it sexy.
Now, somebody pointed this out. I don't know if you can see that guy right there in the back with his arms folded. Just pay attention to how you looking now.
Red, and welcome to Monday Night Raw.
That's your girl, Shan. That's your girl, man. I think she's from LA, right? She ain't from LA? No, not claiming it. Okay. But shit, maybe she might be from Kentucky then.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, brother.
So she might be in New York then, man. She might be somewhere. But anyhow, man, maybe Jersey. I think she's from Jersey.
I thought she said she was in Chicago.
Definitely not from Jersey.
That's not from Jersey. All right, let me just get you guys. Man. That's a little icebreaker, man. But what do you guys think about that? A ratchet behavior.
It's really disappointing though. Like you were saying, JR, man. It's like one of those things you wish they wouldn't put us on her like that, but unfortunately, it happens. And you can see that white dude in the front row, how he was just disgusted. You know what I'm saying? He was just disgusted to see this old hood chick on there. He's like, man, let's get on with the show. Why we gotta see this old trashy chick? And you know, and as me as a black man, it's really bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially a man who has a daughter. You know, man, it's crazy. And unfortunately, some white folks will think that's how we really all act. We really all into her music. We really all into that behavior. We all carry on like that whenever we get the opportunity. And that's farthest from the truth if I ever heard. But people have that mindset about us sometimes, and it's just unfortunate. So it's just my thought.
Man, first of all, Sexxy Red from St. Louis. But when you ask me, does that embarrass me? It does. It has historically, but I'm gonna tell you how I feel these days, more so these days than ever. There's two levels. One, you got the public front-facing image, what the world sees, what everybody sees, Asians, white, Hispanic, you know, other countries and whatnot. And then you have the black community. I'm not so much worried about the black community because it's starting to become a big divide. And me and Hink talks about this all the time on the show. We are almost happy that these women are showing themselves so we can be able to differentiate the Sexxy Reds from the regular people. You know, I talk about it all the time. I said there's black folk and then there's niggas. And how do you tell the difference between them? Because they all dress alike, they all look alike. You know, well, we know, right, in our community, we kind of starting to see. We couldn't tell before, but now we kind of starting to see, you know, we could see that they may not be as overt as Sexxy Red, but you know, you can see there's a uniform. And fellas, you know the uniform, the hair, the swirls, the lipstick, the lip gloss, the way she's shaped, the way she walks, how she dresses, the kind of clothes she wears. You can tell the difference between something that's classy versus something that she picked up at Fashion Nova. We could see that. Now, the thing is, well, we say, well, are we embarrassed for what others perceive us as a community as a whole? To be honest with you, I don't know, Hink. I think they started to see the difference too. Now, that white guy that was in the front row with his arms crossed, he looked like a hillbilly hick. So I think that he wouldn't have cared who was up there. He just mad that white folk was up. I mean, that black folk was out there at WWE. It could have been Sexxy Red or shit, anybody. It could have been anybody. I think he would have had a problem. He probably would have had a problem if 50 Cent or, you know, Snoop Dogg was there. His arm crossing looks more like disgust, like why they got these niggas up here for this wrestling thing, rather than discuss it that a black chick is up there acting ratchet. That's just how I felt when I saw him. But as a whole, I'm thinking that they're starting to see what we see, because they go to work with us, they talk to us, they deal with us. And now maybe I'm jaded because I'm on the West Coast and I'm on a coastal city and I'm not in the mid America. Maybe it's a little different in Midwest, maybe it's different down south. But it just seems that with social media, even those that are blind today in 2024 going into 2025 are willingly blind. And even the other cultures have the ability to pick up and see the difference between a black woman and Sexxy Red. What do you guys think?
I'm in agreement with what you said, Shan. But this is evident that we're failing in our patriarchal society. We done gave in to the women that say I said what I said, who gonna check me, boo? She is the worst representation of our inner city, our up and coming, black sisters, because you even have grandmas making that dumb old sound, skill. It's an acceptance. You got young girls in the same tights twerking like it's acceptable, wearing a whole attire. And then everybody, when you want to check it and get back to traditional values, you have certain men that cape for women and say, why you gonna stop her from doing what she want to do? She don't have to fall under your covering, nor does she have to get redirected or put in check for what she's doing to the community. We watched it on a couple of shows, and I'm glad we started off this way, because I would like to see the other men chime in and tell us exactly how they feel about women expressing such freedoms that are detrimental to the young girls, because there are fathers up here with daughters. Anyone? Any takers?
So I'll say this. I think it is sort of detrimental to just us as a people, because for some, especially like when you talk about flyover states like Montana or whatever, they don't have any example of what we are like, right? So if they're not, in the politics where you can see somebody who's more refined or someone educated, it's just like if they're just see this now in WWE, if they're not in our culture at all, then they see us doing this here. That's the one opportunity they might see black people, because a lot of people just really don't experience black people in real life. So what they see on TV, what they see on social media, and we're definitely not depicted in a good way on social media. That most of the stuff that goes viral is just toxic behavior. So, I mean, as far as our look, as far as the way we are treated, as far as the respect that we get by other communities, is all affected by examples of poor humans like this. That's just, it's nasty. Shan, I do agree that it is a separation right now. It's a separation. I don't think there's going to be any middle, just like there won't be a middle class. It's going to be straight up ratchet, or you just, you were fine. Like, I don't think there's going to be much of an in between. People are just going from one side or the other. And because I wouldn't tolerate anybody like that in my life on any capacity. We can't be anything outside of high and by. So I'm going to be on this side, and y'all go ahead and do all that ratchet nonsense on that side, because I don't want any parts of it at all. It's actually disgusting to me to see it. It's a shame, but I mean that's what we're faced with. Um, and these people, right? You remember way back, you talking about like medieval times or whenever. These people are like spectacles now. They're not the same types of entertainers before. They're coming off more as gestures at this point. You were nothing but a spectacle. You were not to be taken seriously. And I don't think anyone who isn't absolutely ratchet themselves and living through her vicariously would take her seriously. Do you think that you could have a legitimate conversation with her? I've watched her conversations, and I couldn't, it would be hard to relate. I'd have to force it to talk to her. I would never want to speak to a woman like that ever, because we don't really have anything in common that I'd like to talk about. So, I mean, it's going to be that there was always ratchet people, but I think that now it's a spectacle and they're putting them to the forefront. It's just going to be what it is. I wouldn't stress too much about it, because, like we were talking about, it's a separation. So hopefully people will recognize that there are two types of people, because we're not the only race that really has some scumbags, right? You can talk about, if you want to talk about white people, they have their own, right? I visited dozens and dozens of trailer parks, and they have their own way too. They have their own way of Ratchet too. It's just like the projects for real.
Redneck.
So yeah, yeah, and some of them you might see come to the forefront too. We've seen it. In a lot of cases, it might be on our culture, right? Like if you're talking about like you watch Eminem do it, and then jump in our culture, and he's accepted by everyone, and people liked it. I wouldn't
Well,
stress it.
Trev, what do you think about Kenny's question though? Like, how do you feel about the women that are encouraging it, or the pushback that a lot of us on this side of the fence is having to deal with from those that's on that side that's condoning that kind of shit? Especially being, I think you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, and there's a 0% chance she's gonna ever behave like that, right? She has a father, so that's where it starts, right? I think we have to make the best efforts to be in our daughters' lives, so that wouldn't happen. Now, present that question one more time because I want to answer it effectively.
The battle, the fight. You know, is it going to be a situation where we just ignore them all together and say we ain't them, even though we look like them, we all shop like them, or do we continue fighting the good fight and deal with the people that's condoning that mess?
I think we can do both. So we have the fight, right? We'll talk about it like discussions like tonight. Anyone who I encounter, I encourage them to do better. I reach out and do what I can. I'm definitely always down for the fight. I would never give up because I'm always working towards better humanity. But at the same time, I don't want nothing to do with you if that's all you're going to be at all. You stay on that side because you don't belong with us. That's just how I feel about it. You can't contribute anything to my life positively. So why would I have you around? And for an individual like Sexxy Red, her foundation, in my opinion, is so destroyed that she might be too far gone for even Marcus to fix. Real talk. You know what I mean? Like it's bad. It's bad. I don't think she can come back from that. What she's seen, what she's already done, I don't think she can come back. So we have to realize that some people we're not going to reach, right? The people who at least have an open ear, then we work on it, right? Because there's some people who grew up around it and don't know much more, but maybe they're starting to get exposed to other things, and they're like, you know what? It's got to be something better. It's got to be something better. If they want that, I'm here for it, and I'll help you. I'll help people any way I could. But if that's what I think, that's all you're going to be, man. The hell with you.
All right. Does mainstream exposure on platforms like WWE Raw elevate Black artists, or does it exploit them for controversy?
Exploits them for controversy, but it exploits them for controversy. But it does. Unfortunately, music in Hollywood, it's almost like all publicity is good publicity, damn near. Right. So there's a high percentage of Ratchet people that are going to tune in. There's a high percentage of people that are going to look at her as a circus act, right? And likes to see a circus act, a car crash, whatever, right? So it's going to increase her attention, and that attention in this social media era increases how much she can get for every reel or spin or whatever it is that she accumulates. So it's going to inadvertently help her.
All right, go ahead, Marcus and White.
All right, what was the question again?
The question that I posed was, does mainstream exposure on platforms like WWE Raw elevate Black artists, or does it exploit them for controversy?
Yeah, I agree with Mr. King Talk TV. At this point, everything is attention to monetize off the attention. So good or bad, she could have went out. I've seen people go on stage and use the bathroom in the middle of a performance, like do crazy stuff. They like the battle rapper, and all it did was further push. This is crazy, get clicks and views, and it allows you to monetize it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's negative though. I think it's harmful to the collective image, but
I also want to give my opinion about Sexxy Red. I think that she's her image is being weaponized. Her message is, her lack of a productive message is being weaponized. And she really wouldn't have gotten this popular if it didn't have the potential to be so destructive. As far as guys stepping up and shaming or trying to put people like that in their place, that might be the mission for some, but I know that's not the mission for me. I'm more of a Darwinism type of guy, survival of the fittest. Not everybody's supposed to make it onto the mothership, right? So you can give somebody some advice in passing. So you can give somebody advice in passing, but to stop and allot a certain percentage of your energy to try to force a horse to drink just because you led it to the water is not necessarily the best use of your time and energy.
Who says?
I agree with him.
I know you would agree with him because I've yet to see you ever check a woman or be heavy-handed as for how things need to be in this world. It got guys that pander to women with such thoughts like that, because if you let stuff like that just go unchecked within your village, that becomes cancerous. How many young girls have learned to twerk because that went unchecked? How many young girls take the dominant attitude as, I said what I said. Who gonna check me, boo? That's one of the people that pushed that. You understand? Push the wrong things within our community. I've yet to see her do a PSA for education or anything like that. But guess what I did see? After she spit something out her womb, she was there twerking in the hospital. I did see that. Okay, that's a role model. That's something that, okay, I'm not supposed to say nothing about. I'm not supposed to remember the hierarchy that men are supposed to check these certain things and correct it.
Went to the high school high. Remember Kenny, she went to the high school high.
Yeah. Okay, that's showing a lot of class and couth. So who checks it? Oh, that's not my problem until it comes knocking on your door and your daughter tell you, who gonna check me, boo? And she's twerking in front of you with Jamal there pinching her ass.
All right, so let's start off with this. Where do I start with? You say what you haven't seen me do. Well, you probably wouldn't, because I have a life with the family and I put that together the right way. You might ask me how to do that, and I got to learn how to do that part. My kids, they behave because I taught them how to behave. So as far as structure and guidance, I spend my energy doing it in a productive manner with people who love and listen to me versus yelling at cars as they pass by on the freeway. That is silly, in my opinion. It's a waste of energy. Maybe you should redirect to starting at point 1 so you can do point 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. You thought you said something prophetic right there. You are responsible for more than your house. You're responsible for your community. If your house is intact and then you step outside and it's a war zone. Really? So when you're talking about legacy and lineage, I like when Law and you push that. There's a difference between lineage and legacy. They will put a bust up for me for what I've done in New York, but you don't know it yet. And I'm not looking for it. But
I'm catching strays. What I say, bro? I was just
that will be my legacy. Guess what? All the young guys that I've trained, and I'll stop it right there because I'm under a non-compete. As for now, they got working skills because they had the F title when they got out. They're able to make a living for them and their families. And I can't count that on hands and toes. They actually watch these shows and laugh because you think you know me. You understand? But that's fine. You get if you're telling me about running a constructive family and building a lineage and then not saying anything to the women that come up here that are abrasive and you just want to pal up with them, you don't think you're doing a disservice?
Is that a question?
Right.
That is a question.
A quick stray. You know what I'm saying? pardon my tardiness, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I hate being tardy. Shout out the panel. Shout out the good brothers here. And one thing about it, bro. I don't know how I caught that straight, but please believe I do a show every.
My God don't play with me.
You need to increase what you asking for in your prayers, then.
Well,
So,
Lord, you froze.
I
You froze. You
up a little
froze,
bit.
Lord.
Yeah,
all the way. Yeah, for the last 20 seconds.
All right, am I back yet?
You back.
Yes, sir.
You in.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a show that we do every Wednesday, and all we do is correct. I only invite really women on the show. As a matter of fact, we sat on a panel in a room full of women and decided to correct anybody that we saw fit at that point. So, with that being said, the way I feel about Sexxy Red, bro, is she's trash for the culture, and I don't put up with it. You dig what I'm saying? I really don't. But as far as if the WWE, are they exploiting artists? I think if whoever you are, it depends. If you're an artist that goes on there and that's not, you can't really exploit an artist that's not doing something that can be exploited. You know what I mean? There's certain people that benefit from going on there because it's a gigantic audience, right? And I watch wrestling here and there. You know what I mean? I grew up watching it. Are they exploiting people like Floyd Mayweather when he goes on there and, Snoop Dogg? They're not exploiting them. These are different people. However, when you put somebody that is trashy as Sexxy Red, anytime she's in front of any crowd, she's being exploited. So that's my issue with her and her type individually. But as far as the platform, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Law, but okay,
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Like for wrestling, as an example, like you could treat this even in the rap industry. Like what you said was, nobody could really be exploited because they're doing what they're doing. But if they only giving the contracts to this fucking buffoons, then technically they are. Let me ask you this: give me an example, in notwithstanding The Rock, but who are some black equivalents of a John Cena or Hulk Hogan or some of the more notable and exalted white wrestlers, but they're black?
All right.
And not out there, not Snoop Dogg out there doing fucking DDTs, not no stupid shit like that. Because I get you. They'll put up Donald Trump up there too. I'm just asking, do they have any black wrestlers that
I would have to ask some of my boys that know it a little bit better now. I kind of fell out of it when the Attitude Era was over, with the Stone Colds and the Rocks and they heydays. So it's hard for me to even pinpoint it right now, to be honest. But they do have
Booker
a lot
T.
of the buffoonery when it comes to that. But
remember Booker T?
A lot of these characters in general. Booker T. Yeah, but Booker T was kind of, hey.
Booker T was country ignorant.
Yeah, but it's like, how far was Booker T off of that being his actual person too? You know what I mean? Like, he used to slip up a few times and drop the N-word on their ass, and I used to think it was funny, when he get too much into character and it just slipped. But But that's one of the things where it's all wrestling has always been exaggerated characters. Everything was a stereotype, even the white boys.
Again.
No, you feel that.
So some people are going to spend a lot of time making sure that the whole village is safe. Some people
it's
are
my computer, bro. I got to put it in the shop, man. It's been giving me the blues the last couple of days.
Some people are going to take care of the home first. Some people are going to take care of the village first. I don't think we need to judge either person for their choices, right? I believe that we all have roles to play, and whatever you feel your role is to play, you spend your time that way. It should give your life a sense of purpose, your life a sense of fulfillment. I know the gentleman is talking about starting at home. He's making sure that these core set of people that walk out of this door are a good example of what you're supposed to be in society, right? And for some people who may not have that same structure at home, that might not be where they can start first, right? So instead of being inactive, they're active in the community. And you can tip your hat to somebody for that too. I don't think we need to fight each other over who's fighting or who's fighting the good fight.
Mr. King talk. Well, isn't that kind of some tantamount to slacktivism? Like, say for instance, you got to if you start at home and you say, look, man, I'm only worried about my family. I'm only worried about the people that's in my house, and everybody in your house is good. Do you feel that there should be some kind of obligation to take your talents outside of your home and help those that can't be helped or that don't have help?
I 110% believe that once home is straight, you can. If you have a home, you got to take care of home first. Taking care of home first does not mean you're not taking care of anything outside of the home. I was listening to what he said. I believe he said he starts at home and then he takes it outside of the home. So, and I do the same thing. I have 4 kids, 2 of them under the age of 5, right? I take care of home first. I got 3 boys, all right? I homeschool my boys. My 13-year-old is in college doing coding and cybersecurity, okay? So I'm leading by example, all right? Now, what I did with him, I'm in the process of trying to build a school so I can duplicate that same process for other people with melanated skin, right? So I'm in my purpose. And sometimes that doesn't leave me the time to spend more than a fleeting moment giving an encouraging word to a person as they go along their way. If they stop and listen and they want more information, I'm going to give it to them. But I'm not going to grab them by the wrist and make them stand there and listen.
So how do you feel about the guy that lives next door whose home is just as solid as yours, but he says, man, fuck the community. I don't care about that. I'm just worried about mine. And his is good. How do you feel about that guy?
I pray for his enlightenment.
Do you feel a certain way, or you say, well, you know what? I can't blame him.
No, when I say I pray for his enlightenment, I really pray that he gets a certain, I believe the breath in our body should serve more than just ourselves, right? So if home is straight and you still got breath and time left in your body, you should try to make your mark on your earth greater than your physical presence, right? So if you can plant a couple seeds that are going to grow into some sturdy, upright trees, then you go and you plant those seeds and you water them and you place them somewhere in the sun where they got the best chance of growing, right? But I'm saying not everybody got that green thumb. And some folks got to recognize that.
Go ahead, Marcus.
You just contradicted your initial statement.
My initial
statement. You said, I'm taking care of home and home alone.
No, I never said home alone. Never said home alone.
I made sure I stayed quiet. I took that book notes. Okay, Marcus, you would say that.
I don't know. I guess I relate to him as another man who take care of their family. So we might not see each other on the same lens. And to put this point together, you talk about people not helping and doing all these other things. When before I had kids, I did a lot more. But now that I have kids, I do more with them at home, and then I'll radiate more after they've got to the age of 5. I don't think you've listened to me talk about the sacrifices I made to make sure I'm there for this 0 through 5 phase. But nonetheless, that is what I've prioritized and structured my life around. You know, JR, when you talk to me, what's the only thing I say?
So you're always in a career
with the kids. That's what I am focused on right now, and they developmental stages, right? So once they get from there, when we get to the age where they can play sports and things, then of course I'm gonna be a coach. Of course I'm gonna be doing all the things I was doing prior to having those kids, but I prioritize them first. And to further my point, I don't think what you do is helpful. I don't think what you do is helpful at all. I think screaming at women to the point they get mad, curse you out, and tell you they don't know you, you don't know them, stop speaking to me, it don't benefit them none. If anything, it push them further away. So now you got to calm them down and actually talk to them. You repel people instead of bringing them towards you, and somehow have convinced yourself that that's the Lord's work. That's crazy to me. But hey, you are free and entitled to yell at all the cars on the freeway you like. Let me finish, sir. There you go. Go ahead.
So that's what you believe I do? Or do you see the medicine within the Kool-Aid? Do you pay attention to the women? Okay, so I can't get it off. So you think I just yell at women, or is there a message? You don't like that I'm Daddy Rich the pastor, or you judging the pastor, or you listening to the message? Because I rewind everything that we say. Unlike you, the one that stand there and be passive and watch ladies talk to any man up here any type of way. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not Mr. This ain't Color Purple, because I use a heavy tone and I'm direct with what I say. Do you rewind it, and do you see the message in it? Or do you just think I'm yelling at cars? Everything that I can substantiate with context. You know what you do? You eat your kids' candy and you stand up here and watch women embolden themselves up here, the unruly ones. And that's a small subset. So if you feel I'm yelling and you wish to placate to women because it's your ego, rather than be a martyr for something bigger than yourself, that's fine. You don't have to see my message. I know what I'm doing is right. So if you feel I'm yelling at women and I'm scaring off those ones need to get the fuck out the village. Because them is the same sexy reds that I'm yelling at to get the fuck out of here. Because y'all don't got no premise on fixing it. You got dudes like this dude Samson here that tuck his tail and follow. You get led by a woman that's not your wife. And I watch you on IG live after live. And suckers like you would let women do certain things like Ali Dream tried to do the friggin' Hink. And then watch the other women in girl code try to dismantle men and put their foot on their neck. And because one guy says, I don't like it, and he's ready to voice it for the other brothers and take the lashes and take the women saying that he's this and that just for the other brothers, I will. You can't tell me nothing about legacy. Your kids give you a lineage. I'm giving a legacy. Because there will be brothers that say, you know what? He stood for something because I listened to what he said. The medicine made me better. It opened up my eyes. It took one dude who got frustrated for the rest and said no more. So if you feel I'm yelling at cars, I'll crash in traffic.
We appreciate you being in your purpose.
Go tell him shit. I hope he got Allstate because he definitely gonna crash in traffic. I don't like.
Hey, I believe that man is in his purpose, and I don't have any judgment of him and his purpose. It's just not mine.
But here go the thing, bro. I really don't have much to say about what he doing. He's directing comments at me, and I'm responding. He be in his feelings about what he thinks should occur, and why he in those feelings. He like you see how impassioned he was. Bro, get impassioned and do that shit for real. Yelling at random people for 5 and 10 minutes, that ain't doing shit. You need to build something.
So
find you a family and build that motherfucker.
Now check my resume when you say that.
Yeah,
check my resume compared to yours. And we wait. Here's a bet we can make. We can put $1,000 up right now. I could bring 20 brothers that I taught to go out there and go get money. Offer the skills that I know. And wait, in the back chat, and they will show you. I'll make sure it's all of them video it, right? And you show me the 20 brothers that you enable to go out there and feed their family, not just give them a fish. Then we can go and see what licenses you have and what you've done for the community. Besides be a blight.
Show me a
anytime
family.
You want to take that way, John.
Show me a family first. That's what I like to see. Show me a family.
I love it. You want me to have lineage to have worth, and that's your stab at me.
Show me a family.
Somebody
you
comes
got all
back
this
at you.
You making
expertise. Utilize it.
Okay,
show
when
me
you ready to drop your gang flag, when you ready to stop talking about your bang bang, shoot them up in the back chat, and you ready to drop your gang flag, Dad, you come tell me something. When you ready to be a productive member and never mention those things that you glorify, then come talk to me. Let them know that about you too, because I don't hide nothing about me up here. I've told everything, so I have no lie to tell.
Man, I thought we was talking about Sexxy Red, man.
It got personal.
He got triggered when I asked him to produce a family. So then he started talking about gang flags and all this other shit. At the end of the day, can I get it out?
He's a fraud.
I listen quietly while
you. Same simpish dude that be up here letting girls disrespect.
Can we stay on topic?
Every man on the panel, and you never say nothing. But once a man say something to one of them females, you ready to hit that big dick long mic next to your face and then say something.
What the hell?
This man you see how angry he is? This is when you don't get your rocks off, bro. You need to find you a woman and relax. And hopefully you get those shit together. Because right now you seem wound the fuck up. You seem tense, bro. You need that. Look, I'll tell you what. Groupon got some days. Won't you get you
now,
with them?
Now, if you believe, okay, if you believe that, if you wait, if you believe that,
I think I'm about to have me a drink.
Hold on, hey man, I want to, you know what I'm saying, Kenny, what's up, man? Like, Joe, what's really going on, bro? Because you came out hot today. Like, I don't know, like what is coming from, bro? You know what I'm saying? You really went in on the brother talking about he don't correct women and this, that, and the other. I've seen the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? I've actually seen him
Law,
speak up when
law.
somebody's wrong.
So I'm gonna repeat what I said. Wait, I'm gonna repeat what I said. I've yet to see him on the panel correct the woman. What you saw
I see it.
personally is a whole different thing.
No. I'm talking about on the panel, brother.
What panel?
On these panels. What do you mean?
What you said?
On these panels. What do you mean? Look.
Okay, wait, Law.
Come on, bro.
No, correction means different things.
We gotta get back. We gotta get back.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
He's talking about threatening. He's talking about making women feel like you will punch them if they act wrong.
He believes in shaming women.
That's what
I believe it. I believe in shaming women too.
Now,
I believe. Hold on. I believe in shaming anybody that needs to be shamed. I say it all the time. We need to bring shame back. And right now, I'm gonna shame you, Kenny, because the way you came at this brother was pitiful, bro. You gotta stop, man. You be coming in here. A lot of times, you make yourself look like an incel, and then you angry at women, and you look like an incel, bro. Like, come on, man. Stop
now he's using it to get his rocks off. Now you're using that to get your rocks off. So, well, we're gonna be laser focused this show. Drink your yak because I'm not done.
Lord Jesus.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, JR, before you move, I want to ask Kenny one thing. Kenny, there's one thing that you said that stuck out to me. You had mentioned when Marcus has said, you know, you just go at women, and you gave the impression that for those unruly, hard-headed women, they just need to be exiled. You know, so what is your position exactly? Should we attempt to help those that are even the hard-headed ones, even the bare-chested nigga that's sitting on grandma porch drinking a 40 ounce, the Sexxy Red, the hard? Should we try to help the hard-headed ones, in your opinion, or should we just ignore them altogether? The Sexxy Reds that's out there making us all look bad. Should we separate? Should there be a great separation, in your opinion, Kenny?
Okay. That's what I do. That he says I'm yelling at women 5 to 10 minutes. He's being polarizing. If he pay attention to the things that I say to them, is a last ditch effort before you say divest. If you stand there and embolden these women and say, no, I can't have that because you're the same woman. What's my line? The social contract says, if I saw these type of women, despite how I feel about them, I have to put my life on the line to keep them from harm. So why can't I have requirements? You're not under my foot. I just want common decency from you. I want you to stop trying to embolden other females against men. And look what this chump tried to do just a second ago. Oh, I want to beat women. And guess what? You'll find somebody that say, oh, yeah, he probably is that type of guy. Words have power.
It's highly possible.
And he continues. Those certain men need to be like in good old Africa, tied around a tree and made example of.
I'll tell you what, you try and tie me around the tree, your head will leave the next continent. I ain't one of them. That's what you got fucked up, you fucking midget. I promise you, this shit will not go how you think it's gonna go. I stand on that with everything I love of every one of my kids. This shit will never go how you think it's gonna go.
And that is a man that I just showed you says, I'm a father to be proud at and looked at. And he says stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's myself and my that's a nuclear father.
What are you?
Showed it to you.
What are you,
Shannon? My
I'm
job
a
is
nuclear
done.
father. What are you? A nuclear singular? Get the fuck out of here,
Marcus.
What you was? I'm a nuclear father. You a nuclear singular?
Look. I don't prove my point. I prove my point. You see the two that's laughing.
Well, now, Kenny, now you drew first blood. You know you.
And you got name, bro. Hold on. By the way, I want the panel to recognize.
I called them what? What I call them, Lord? Let's change the story. What I call them?
I haven't been.
You called him a chump.
Kenny. I have not been firing shots at Kenny. So I want y'all to recognize he's baiting both of us. Only one of us took the bait, and he's still going. So at some point, I want him to check himself because I can fire back too. No woman has selected you for leadership, and you out here trying to lead women.
Wait a minute. Now King Talk, that's a shot too. So you guys are because you guys.
That's the first shot I took.
Shan, before not to cut you.
That's the first shot I took.
Not to cut you, Shan.
JR.
JR. Okay, JR. That's me. You got it?
Yeah,
I got it. JR got it.
No, JR
right,
got it. JR, that's me. So when they doing all that, I'll keep quiet.
That's it. I just want to be left out of y'all argument.
No, you took a shot. That's why
you've been shooting at me. Guys, can anybody else see this? And can anybody else actually tell him he's been shooting at me?
Wait.
You see which two guys are laughing, right? Samson that.
They would say that. They would say
I'm
that.
trying to let you guys
I know you,
Samson.
I know the other side.
Leave me
hey,
out
Samson,
of misery.
You can't hide from yourself. I know the other side.
You're a sensitive bitch.
Hold on, y'all. Hold
on. King Talk.
JR.
So wait, your name is Samson?
JR.
Yeah, I'm Samson.
See, I didn't know that. Everybody, the chat didn't know it. The chat was like, "Who's Samson?" I just,
He keeps saying my name, right?
You did.
No, I know about you. That's why
he keeps saying my name. I keep ignoring it. Here's the guy who goes around.
All right, let's go to get back on track. Hold on, Kenny. Hold on.
JR, I'm gonna end it right now. JR, as long as you got it, right? You got it, right?
I got
what I sent to you in the inbox, right?
Lord Jesus,
what I sent to you in the IG inbox.
Let me check what you said.
Just keep me out your name. God damn.
My head where? I'm a midget.
Them there's the facts, as they say.
Wait, you don't love your family.
All right, so let's
you don't have a family.
The math says if I was that type of man.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, man.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
He's gonna go ahead and transition to the next one, man. Couple super chats came through.
As long as you've seen it, so we can put that all to bed. We can put that to bed.
Lord, this little woman can't be quiet.
You know, how come people with no never Coco Stiletto.
Let me check. I got a neck. Wait a minute.
She didn't say names.
Forward? Oh, okay.
She didn't say names. God damn.
He's clearly talking about me.
No.
It wouldn't even matter. This is a hit dog holler. She didn't say names.
I'll take all. Listen, you wear a satin head rag,
and
I know other things about you,
and you can't produce kids.
Wait.
You don't even know if your nuts work.
Wait.
You can't produce kids.
Wait, you bisexual.
5'9"
wait, you bisexual and I can prove it. You're bisexual and I can prove it.
No woman
you are bisexual and I can prove it.
You have not even reached 5'9".
Okay, wait.
You have
okay, so I'm liable. So wait, I'm on Lapeef.
Your leadership.
So you are bisexual and I can prove it.
No woman has made you children.
Wait.
You are a failure.
Sue me. You're bisexual and I know it.
Basically one of those single homeless guys that tells their people, stay off of drugs.
I'm homeless.
Stay off of drugs.
I'm homeless?
The 20 guys.
Wait, where am I homeless?
The 20 guys that you helped were because
wait a minute.
You trained them how to work.
You can sue me. You can wait. You can sue me.
20 guys how to be cable guys.
You're bisexual.
You trained 20 guys.
Are you not bisexual?
That was your job.
Are you not bisexual?
Job to train those 20 guys. Okay?
Are you
make
not
I've show
bisexual?
people how to improve their lives.
Wait.
You're a
Don't you
cable guy.
take it both
You show
ways?
20 people
Wait.
how to
Do that with
cable.
your mouth again.
Okay? You realize that, right?
Do that with your mouth again.
Just want to remind you.
You could sue me.
Remind you
I know you're bisexual.
As soon as you reach 5'9",
are you not bisexual? No.
As soon as you reach 5'9",
are you not
we can have a
bisexual?
conversation. Okay,
Are you not bisexual?
Your mother's bisexual.
Are you not bisexual? You could sue me.
Your mother is
but
bisexual.
I know.
Your mother is bisexual. And you're a bottom.
Why don't you just admit it? You can sue me if I'm wrong.
You see how you had that hand motion?
Where'd I get the information?
What happened?
He had that hand motion.
Where'd I get the information?
He got the mouth motion and the hand motion down pat.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him why you wearing that rag?
Hold on.
Because I have hair. Because I have
what's
hair.
up, brother? How you feeling?
I did. You don't have hair, but I have hair. This is what guys with hair do.
I got the proof.
This is what guys with hair do, Kenny.
Wave you want me to expose you?
Like it's for people.
Wait. Do you want me to expose you?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Kenny, I know you're mad at your stepmom, but don't take it out on me.
Mute
I know you're mad at your stepmom, but don't take it out on me. I'm not the person that burnt your hand.
Come on, man. Come on, fellas.
All right, y'all. Let's get back together, y'all. Let's get back together.
Think what's happening, brother?
Man.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, brother. My man, the Gooch, got out of line today. I don't know what's going on with the Gooch. Don't piss my man off. I blame JR for that. What's the next topic, JR? What we talking about, big bro?
We're gonna go ahead and talk about this RJ, man.
Man, I know that's right.
Hold on, BZ. Baby Zaddy. Member for 30 months. Salute to you, sir. All right, let's go ahead and get to this RJ. So NBA G League player RJ Hampton has a heat exchange with the mother of his child. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Stranded in Oklahoma with no hotel, no car. RJ literally snapped Halo off the ground, walked out, hopped in the car, and left. Didn't tell me where they were going, didn't tell me when they were back, didn't take any of his stuff. He's not allowed to do that. Just traveled, got up at 5 a.m., took a 13-month-old on the plane. Just had to get off the phone with the police. And I had to describe what my child was wearing, my 13-month-old was wearing. Didn't make sure he had a pacifier, didn't make sure he had his lovey blankets or anything. Doesn't know what time he last ate, doesn't know what time he last slept. He's never had him for more than like 30 minutes. This just shows how little he cares about his child. So now I'm waiting for police to get here.
It's just crazy to me because you're.
Fuck, I'm talking to you, bitch. Please, man, I don't care if you have me on recording. I could care less. I just don't want to. What I'm afraid of, because of who you are, as me, like taking him, and then you like fighting me off of him, and then you like, oh my god, you abused me, bitch.
No, I wouldn't do. First of all, you have laid hands on me before, so.
Nigga, get the fuck out of
you
here.
have.
That stupid shit.
I have pictures of it.
I know.
And text messages of it.
You have pictures of it right here.
Yeah, and you text me.
Who the fuck is gonna
about
care
it.
about that?
Who's gonna care?
Who's
gonna care?
Bro, there are bruises of, you know what, I don't even have to get into that.
But they came from your hands.
Of course they did.
Okay.
Did I punch you? Did I slap you?
Just because you didn't
Did I
punch you
slap
doesn't mean
Shut
that's
the fuck up.
okay. Wow.
Halo, come back.
Wow.
No.
At the end of the day, if you like the fact that you can sit here and allow, no, because your child has been traveling since 5 a.m. He's been traveling since 5 a.m. and you're sitting here making him wander around a hotel. I'm not playing victim. I'm saying
my house.
no.
You went to Miami and you were
First of
and
all,
your parents kept it.
Yeah, my parents. My mom is more of a parent to him than you have ever been.
Dead or alive? Shut up.
Can you get the hotel? Because I have to be here for 45 days.
Went to Miami and we're thought you get the hotel.
That's not the document that you signed, sir.
It is now 7:26 p.m. I've been sitting in the lobby since 2 p.m. and still no room. Halo's still not back. Don't know where he is. I hope he ate dinner.
I hope poor thing's been up since 5 a.m. His bedtime was an hour ago. So I hope he is back soon, because technically his visitation schedule that he's supposed to have access to the child, is from 8 to 8. So I would hope that he does at least abide by that part and bring him back by 8 p.m. So another 33 minutes, hopefully, and I will have my baby back. I genuinely really don't even know what to. I've never in my life experienced anything like this, and I pray that nobody else has to. So all I have to say is be careful who you have a baby with. Yeah, because sharing a child that you love with somebody who is literally a horrible person is not for the weak.
Yeah, can I go first? I know I was late.
Yeah. So, according to TMZ, RJ Hampton, a former NBA first-round draft pick, berated a woman, told her to shut the F up, and admitted to leaving bruises on her body. And the disturbing behavior was captured on video. Tiffany Jeffcoat, a social media influencer who shares a child with Hampton, posted a footage of the 23-year-old basketball player on her TikTok page Monday. Jeffcoat claimed the video was shot in an Oklahoma hotel after she and their 13-month-old son had just traveled 11 hours to see RJ. In the video, RJ can be heard calling Tiffany a bitch before she began discussing an apparent recent incident of domestic violence between the two. Tiffany can be heard telling Hampton she had bruises on her arms that came from your hands. Of course they did, Hampton said in response, before he added, "Did I punch you? Did I slap you?" When Tiffany appeared to acknowledge that he did not, Hampton responded, "So shut the F up." Later in the video, as the two were arguing about a trip Tiffany had taken to Miami, Tiffany told Hampton, "My mom is more of a parent to him than you have been. I don't care if your mom is dead or alive." Hampton responded, "Shut up." The video then ended with Hampton telling Tiffany to pay for her own hotel. And two other videos Jeffcoat posted Monday, she also alleged that at some other point during the day, RJ literally snatched our son off the ground, walked off, hopped on the car, and left. She said through tears Hampton didn't take any of the toddler's stuff. In her caption on the video, she claimed she called the cops, but they told her it was a civil matter. In a follow-up video that was apparently filmed hours later, Tiffany said she had still yet to hear from RJ. No further videos updates have been posted, although Jeffcoat did show a picture of a toddler sleeping on the Instagram stories on Tuesday with the caption, "Thank you to everyone who reached out." Go ahead, Law.
Man, listen here. You can clearly see this is one of those. Look, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and say, when you put your dick in the milk, this is what you're gonna end up with, right? First off. Secondly, bruh, like he said, did I hit you? Did I slap you? No. It's easy for a white woman to get a bruise. That's the second thing. Third, she's sitting up here mad at him because he wouldn't pay for the room. Why am I pay for the room? You should have used that money you spent when you was in Miami being a thought, like he said. You dig what I'm saying? Like, your mom's had the baby all this time while you down in Miami. Now you want to start recording me like I'm doing something wrong. I ain't even hear a brother raise his voice. You do? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be very wary of these pulling out your phone, recording. Oh, my son it's past his bedtime. Well, you probably should have thought about that and not been out frolicking in Miami when you should have been being a mother. But that's what comes when you put your dick in the milk. Hey, you can see how the video was edited. She made it a point to make sure that she cut out certain things. He said, "Did I hit you? Did I slap you? Did I punch you?" No. Yeah, nobody's going to give a fuck. Exactly. Nobody's going to care. So you can try and play at people's heartstrings and try and talk like he's the worst person in the world, but you were mad clearly because he wasn't paying for that hotel room. Get over it. Get over it.
All right. Go ahead, Hank.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
go
what
ahead.
I'm gonna say, Law, I don't think it matter her color. Her color doesn't matter. That's just a scorned baby mama, period. She just so happened to be a white woman. One of them good old snow bunnies. That's just so happened to be the situation. It wouldn't have mattered. It could have been a sister. She was gonna act the same goddamn way. Look, it sounds like his visitation was from 8 to 8, so he had 12 hours. He didn't have to take shit from her. As long as that boy got a car seat in the car and he could strap that child in to go wherever he needs to go for whatever allotted time he's going, he got it. It's not. He ain't got to tell you if that baby ate or not. You told me he ain't ate since then. Cool. I'll make sure I stop somewhere, get that baby some breakfast, make sure that baby is well nourished, well taken care of, spends the quality time I need to with my child, and then I will bring my child back at the allotted time. I'm not gonna bring her back any sooner. I'm not gonna bring her back late. I'm gonna bring her back the allotted time. I may sit out there for 30 minutes, knowing I'm supposed to bring him at 8:30, and bring my child on in at 8:30 if that's what I'm supposed to do. But you have women like this who wants to get online, who wants to get on live and start to promote and make this man look bad, trying to belittle him, hurt him, hit his pockets, you know what I'm saying, and do all of those things. Then she tried to take shots at him. My mother is a better parent than he. Well, okay, your mother may be a better parent, but you ain't no better parent than me. Because if you just as good as me, then we both the same. We both bad parents. If that's what you want to say, you turning your child over, your 13-month-old child, so you can go act a whole ass in Miami. Yeah, you ain't much better of a parent than I am then. If that's what you want to say. But you have bitter baby mamas who will take shots like that. They will do shit like that just to try to get you caught up. But now, I'm going to fault the young man for not having enough wherewithal and sense about him to start acting a fool like he did. Now, he should have did all that shit. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. She's going to take that shit to a family court and try to use that shit against you. Because right now, the fact that you got some type of limited visitation, that's sad. As a father, that's sad that you got that limited visitation that you only can keep for 12 hours. Matter of fact, you should have for all weekend. Matter of fact, all week, if that's the case. It shouldn't be no restrictions. But the reason why, because she probably took you to court and you got limited restrictions because you didn't know how to act when you needed to act. She caught you acting a fool and cussing and acting irate. She threw that on the court system in front of the judge and they use it against you. Now that's why you probably got monitored or limited visitation with your child. And that's sad. So, man, do better, dog. When she start doing that bullshit, don't act a fool. Be cordial. Say, hey, give me my son. I'm going about my business. If you're going to stay here and do what you do, I'm not paying for your hotel. I'm not obligated to do that. And if I'm paying you any type of child support, use that child support money to pay for your goddamn hotel. I'm not putting you up for nothing. We no longer together. You just so happen to be the mother of my son. That's it. Other than that, you ain't shit to me.
We know them white women tears online hold a little bit more weight though. When they start getting on camera, trying to cry and try to play the victim. That's what I'm referring to. We know that's a whole different ball game. It does matter. It does hold a different weight in a court of public opinion, so to speak.
I mean, I understand, but any woman's tear is gonna hold that type of weight too. Now, is you talking about a little bit different? Yeah, well, maybe in Oklahoma you're correct because that is Oklahoma. Well, it's different there. Let's just say that. But a woman's tears, period, and we know how that goes, man. Especially in the family court, they gonna turn it on and they gonna turn it off. Look, I'm telling you, they gonna be all dried up when they get in the family, outside the family court. But when she walks in, that false is gonna be running.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just one of them situations. A lot of times they be the ones waiting. They see you about to be a first round draft pick. They see the potential, and they go ahead and get knocked up real quick, hoping that they could become a millionaire along with you. It didn't work out apparently for that situation, and the fact that now he's in the G League, and it's going to be tougher for him to get back into the NBA with this stain on him right now. It's going to be tough. I know Marcus will probably know a little bit more about how that goes, but from what I understand, like how you are and how you behave in the public when you have incidents like this, I would imagine it's going to be detrimental to your career because people won't want to be associated with it because it's a fan base, and that's just part of it. So you have to be very careful. It doesn't look like he did too much, but he still did too much, right? In a situation like that, I would advise, man, to say nothing, right? This is one of the times you just plead the fifth. Don't say anything. Just let her look stupid. She was gaslighting him, obviously. That's what she was fishing for. She was fishing for a viral moment so she could clip it up however she wanted to. She get on CapCut and edit like you were professional, cut everything out that might have been nasty that you said, because that's how females will do it. They'll sit there, gaslight you, say a whole bunch of the most egregious things possible, cut that part out, and present your response. So your best ammunition, so nothing could ever get taken out of context, is just retreat. To be honest, in the public, you got. She pull her phone out, retreat. Don't say anything. Just ignore her. She's gonna look like a fool if she's not getting a response. Then they don't have anything to think about except for what she's saying. If she's just coming at you and saying stuff and you ignoring her and retreating, now she looks like the villain. And that's your best possible response to avoid women like that. Because at this point, once a woman um is that once they break up with you, they hate you and they try to make your life miserable at that point. So he's gonna be in a bad situation. You're just gonna have to like that's she he should have bust on her face instead, bro. That's just my opinion. He should have
Right.
never. Like for real. Like that's what she should have got, and he wouldn't be in this situation. Don't
And
don't do it,
look
man.
like he
Don't do it.
disappeared
You got
too.
to vet these women better. Yeah, it's a problem, man. I'm sad for the dude and the child. Think about that. If you have a father who wants to be in the child's life, and you want to take that away from him, are you crazy? You got somebody who wants to be involved, who wants to take him out, give him some game, take care of him, nurture him, and now you want to go ahead and take that away from him. That's ludicrous. But that woman is obviously too young, at least mentally, to be having children in the first place. Got to vet these women better, man. Stay away from these you know what's fishing for an opportunity.
Go ahead, King Talk.
You muted, bro.
You good now? Go ahead. Oh, we can't hear you. Did you get a phone call? You on mute? No. You might gotta hit that refresh button.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, M. White. You on mute?
You
Just say
muted
you.
too, bro.
I agree with Trev. Shit, the best scenario is to make sure you vet whoever you're gonna be talking about settling down. We can hear you now. You want to go in, King Talk?
You go ahead after you.
All right. So the best scenario is make sure you vet and you set up an actual family structure so you can avoid all of these type of things. But in the chance that you did not do it the right way and you find yourself in this situation, the best thing you can do is figure out how to make that shit work amicably without having to get the courts involved and have her playing games on both sides, keeping the kids away from you and all that shit. Because ultimately the kid gonna suffer the most. Shit, she clearly was antagonizing that man. He clearly was responding in ways that was gonna get him in a jam when she bring that shit to court. Yeah, ideally, I know it's hard in the moment, but ideally, shit, eat that and think about what's best for the child if it's possible.
All right, go ahead, King Talk.
I feel like I'm just going to be reiterating what he says, but I'll be a little bit more colorful for the purpose of those who are sensitive to my pandering. Leave it on her face, leave it on her ass, leave it on her stomach. Don't give your semen to somebody that won't accept your last name. Short, sweet, and to the point. A little something for the alphas, a little something for everybody else.
Copy that. Go ahead, KP. KP, you there?
This is one of the exact things that if I lower my voice and strengthen my argument, which makes sense. If he had an unk like me around him with no kids, he'd have known how to vet that. He'd have known to stay away from that. Because you can't hide from certain things, but people have been through it. They know what signs, what type of women you have around you, and they help you discern better. I'd be like, nah, that don't fly. You're young and impressionable. You could be like that young man that Drea got, or the one that Zion got. Could I keep going on names after names of these repeated mistakes as for vetting poorly because they didn't have someone around them? Then you have people that say family structure. Suppose you ain't got that. You need those with the megaphone. Young,
Do you hold your boy
don't do
accountable?
that. That's a life-altering decision. Now look at you.
Do you hold your boy accountable the way you
Now
hold
look
women?
at you. So that means everything that's happening. Okay, so now look at you. So now everything that's happening to you in real time on video, you're responsible for. Cause and reaction. Now you got to eat that because you were a poor judge and you got to do like Shannon said a couple weeks ago, cut your ties. Cut the frustration and start fresh. Make sure you take care of your kid and then regroup. Find that person that will give you the spoonful of bitters and hold that megaphone. You can't do that again. Unc, how you know? You ain't got no kids. Hell, I could have had two. Those women didn't want to keep them. Then you get old and bitter, supposedly. Or you be able to convey a message of how a woman tried to do that to you too. So you can vet better. Some people just don't listen if you speak softly. Sometimes you got to get on top of that mountaintop and yell till you ain't got nothing more in your lungs. Maybe it'll penetrate these hard skulls out here. You seen the sufferation on that young man's face as he walked by that fireplace, just wishing he was anywhere else but there. But he got to accept it. Young men, tighten up. I digress.
All right. Go ahead, Shan.
Y'all see that clip, man, of Cameron going off on his show? Him and Mace. Cameron, he went off on Trevon Diggs. He was like, you know, Mace is trying to save him, but he was talking about Joy, you know, Bow Wow and you seen that clip? It's a clip out there. I'm gonna try to find that clip. Cameron went in on Trevon. He went in on his ass. He said, nah, I warned him. And he did. Now he got what he got. It's a dope clip. And it reminds me of these hard-headed young men today. I'm wondering, uncle or not, father or not, grandfather or not, they think they know what they're doing. And they think old school dudes like me, like Kenny, like JR, they think that Hink don't know what he's talking about. I got this, Unc. I got it. It's like, oh, okay. Until you don't got it. And Cameron went in. That was a dope clip. Y'all go find it later on. And Trev, these women, they don't give a damn about these kids, man. These kids is an accessory to them. This woman is upset. They don't care. You know, she is upset that she fumbled a millionaire. This kid, RJ, he made $4 million last year, $2 million per year for the 3 years prior to that, back to 2020. They're mad that they don't got the man no more. And she ain't gonna find another RJ. She just not going, it's just not gonna happen. And notice how TMZ and they look at, did you notice how they emphasized the bullshit? And they didn't discuss how she berated him. They said that he berated her.
They
And he
demonize him, yeah. Yeah.
He put his hands on it. He admitted this, that, and the other, and all this other kind of. Man, it's Jonathan Majors all over again, and we can't tell him. We try to say, like, Young Buck, listen, I'm trying to protect you, but they think they hard-headed. They think they know better, man. She wanted a room for 45 days, not just one night, because she wanted to go somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, and she made it seem like it was part of the court order that he had to provide a room or some bullshit.
45 days?
It was his, yeah, because she wanted to stay. She didn't want to just get the kid and go back and take another 11-hour trip back to where she came from. She took an 11-hour drive down to where she was. The baby been up since 5. It was 8 to 8 was the time. So this all happened in the morning. The later on video where she said it's 7:26 and he's not here and blah blah blah. It's 7:26. Why are you even making a video at 7:26 and his time is 8 to 8? Make the video at 8:26, 9:26. Talk about how he's late. Why are you talking about why the baby ain't here early? But that's what they do. They make it seem like you kidnapping your kid on your time. This is not a white woman thing, man. They all do this. This is a modern woman thing, bro. And all the footage we got is on her camera phone, her side. Why? Because attention is a drug, and modern women are drug addicts. And you guys got to be careful, man. I need to do a class. JR, we should do a special show called How to Identify Shame, Insults, Guilt, and the Need to Be Right. Because when you talk too much, I think, was it Trev that said it? He should have just shut the fuck up. You guys got to be able to identify that that's all they got. They can't beat you up. They ain't gonna outspit. She ain't got the bread. All they got is a mouth, man. But that mouth it cuts like a sword. I mean, it's biblical. It's biblical. We got it in the Bible. They go sit in the corner of the roof. They was telling men to sit in the corner of the roof 2,000 years ago. You think anything changed now? Nothing. But you have to be able to identify it and combat it with stoicism. You got to be able to combat it with logic and reason, brothers. That's the only way to win. That's all you got left. All you have left today is to walk away. And if you can't walk away, just be quiet and sit there. But to be going back and forth, me and JR had a good conversation earlier today. We was talking about going back and forth. There's some people you just don't even go back and forth with them. It's just when some of the modern women, it's just like you got to just let them just go, get it off. Say it. I know you're pushing my buttons, you're trying to trigger me, but you have to be able, gentlemen, young king, you have to be able to identify when you are being triggered. This whole thing is she's simply mad that she ain't got you no more. She is upset because she thought that she could replace you, and she can't. More often than not, they can't replace you guys. More often than not, your ex did not level up past you. And if you realize that and you understand the power, people always talk about who's the prize, and you already know my philosophy on that stuff. If you recognize how powerful you are, you wouldn't trip. But a lot of times you guys just don't know your power. That's all I got.
I want to chime in because I didn't get a take on.
Sorry.
Nah, you're fine. Mace doesn't want to joke about it. I do, nigga. I told you didn't want to listen to me. You talk shit about me when I said it, nigga. I told your dumbass, nigga. I don't care about being your friend. Mo and Mace want to be nice about it. When I told you this shit, you told me I need to shut up. My old ass don't know what I'm talking about. Look at you now. Then you know what's more fucked up, nigga, is that she did it on Instagram. She don't even got the courtesy to keep shit tucked away, keep it low, say we're going to handle this like adults and co-parent. I told you, nigga, and you tried to play me. Don't get no attitude with me. Now you got to, look, you was going to bump into niggas anyway. Now, one thing I will say is, I know Bow, I know Future, like, they ran into a couple females together before. You know, they got the same taste, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And I'm my niggas too, but, you know, I don't think that Bow and Future gonna respect you as a baby father. They probably clown. Look, the nigga Bow Wow called Russell Wilson, Sierra's I forget what the fuck he said, the way he said it, but he said, Sierra some shit, basically said, like, I can't remember when when Jermaine Dupri was up here talking about us. Make a long story short, he's disrespectful, says Sierra's like little nigga, some shit like that. They don't give a fuck, my nigga. Look, what's her name, Joy?
Joy.
You know, I get that check and give about your business. You don't fuck with none of these niggas. I respect it.
You respect the jokes?
Yo, because at the end of the day, look, I'm not saying she ain't never like none of these niggas, but look, because you know why, Murder? Because I be sitting there thinking about that shit, and I be like, yo, and I'm not talking about presently. I'll meet a female and be like, yo, you know, my kids need a little bit of this, and my kids, camp is coming up, and school is about to happen, and you know, if we could get a little bit of help and they need, you know, they want to go on a trip and this, that, that. You know, I like you. I thought so, you know, I ain't got it like that for you like that. They ain't my kids. But at least she won't have them problems. You ain't going to have to hear that from her.
Yeah.
You ain't going to have to hear if she get in the next relationship that her kids need help doing anything. So I give you that, Joy. And I don't got no problem with what you're doing. Niggas pull out game, they can't get out of there, huh? Shit juicy. They cannot get out of that joint. Pull out game is weak. So I'm sorry, Trish, but nigga tried to come for me. Yeah. It's not a sprint, homie. It's a marathon, man. And look where we're at.
That's wild.
So is Cameron pandering because he didn't correct the woman?
Come on. Hey, it's the niggas' fault.
I just want to
know. That ain't pandering.
Okay, I just want to know.
So I know with what Shan was saying, I had that incident this past Sunday, where a woman accused me of cutting her off, even though she was done talking. She just felt like she just wanted to say some extra shit to me. And she was trying to get me upset. But I let her have it. Why? Because I don't argue with women that don't belong to me. I don't argue with people who are beneath me, who doesn't matter to me, who's not a factor to me. I don't argue with them. I don't waste my goddamn time because I don't see you. I see above you. You're beneath me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're the snake with your belly on the ground. You below my feet. You're like dirt. And I walk over your ass. So no, I'm not going to sit there going back and forth with these heifers. They not worth it. They not worth it. So I'm going to tell any young man, don't do it. If I was that man in his corner, why you argue with this crazy ass heifer? It's obvious she's out to try to get you. She's trying to hem you up. She's only going to get a temporary check for that child support. But she's trying to get some extra lawsuit money from your ass. Trying to get assault and battery on. That's what she's trying to do. Don't give her that pleasure. Keep it moving, young blood.
What's the famous quote from the from the TV show Game of Thrones? Which one of y'all know it?
I'm familiar. Which one are we going for? Which quote?
About the lion. A lion doesn't concern itself with the opinions of sheep.
Yeah.
Brothers, don't concern you. Did you hear what King? Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
Don't concern a lion, which is you, gentlemen, does not concern himself with the opinions of sheep. That's what he just hit you with.
Church.
All right. Everybody got to spoke on this?
Hey, that Cameron clip was fire though. Because my thing is, you brothers, when you the third baby daddy, bro, that's on you. I'm just saying. When you letting her collect the check, you know who else was like that? Y'all know I forget the boy name, but he was the #1 pick there, Matthew Leinart. Right? Matthew Leinart and Blake Griffin share a baby mama. You feel me? Matthew Leinart and Blake Griffin share a baby mama, right? Bow Wow
what's his brother name? Diggs and Future share a baby mama. Like, listen, y'all got to know when, like he said, it can't be that good. Can't pull out game week. I just don't understand it. Look, never been my game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I'm better than others, but trust me, they ain't never been my game. That's crazy work. Crazy work.
All right,
It
anybody
seems
else?
like some dudes, well, I could say, it seems like some dudes just think they special and think they going to be the exception to the rules. No, you just another victim.
He's sitting back counting money. Counting.
It's crazy that Cameron talked to him in advance though, and he tried to clown him. Like, that's what I meant. That's what I meant by, like, sometimes I mean, it's cool that we got shows like this, and it's cool that sometimes we can get through to some brothers, but some brothers we really need to get through to, and we can't, especially when, you know, they get a little bit of money. Then it comes the extra arrogance and the I know it all shit, and because they got all these yes people around them, they not. So the fact that Cam, old school, Cam making music for 25, 30 years, come in and talk to the young buck and tell him what's up. And the dude's like, man, I got this. I already know how that I wasn't there, but I know how that conversation went. If that's you, young guys, don't be that guy. Listen to Marcus. Marcus is gonna get you right. Listen to JR and Hink. Listen to Trev. He gonna get you right. I know I got a little gray hair, but you know, I know a little something. I'm gonna protect you. You got it, JR.
All right. Anybody else? Move on to this last one. That one super chat came in. Big Ant, $10. Yes, her lack of ovarian fortitude.
Ovarian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her lack of ovarian fortitude make me lose respect for her as a woman. Thank you for that, Big Ant. Appreciate that correction, M. White. Moving on to our last topic, man. So I guess Ray J got a new show, man. He came out with. Everybody got these shows coming out, and it premiered today. And this was one of the things that he spoke about. He spoke about the Diddy situation, and this is what he had to say on it.
I want to do the news without my glasses. Like, I look better like this, but it just, I can't see. And so, well, I start with them and start without them. I think we flip it up. But with so much stuff that we're working on today, I'm going to need my glasses on and glasses off. So, I hope you guys understand that and respect that.
Hold on, that's the wrong one.
What's up with Ray J?
This nigga's a chameleon, dog.
Stranded.
I'm tripping. Let me see. That's RJ. Where is that? RJ. Maybe it right.
People are in it. How many celebrities are involved in what they're saying? It was important for me to come online, to do interviews where it not just shows you that I'm here to help and I'm here to be a voice of reason to try to find a solution for the future young entrepreneurs. It's also saying, listen, Diddy was my friend, not was. What do you do? What do you do when you've never been in the room? What do you do when you've never seen all this shit that people are talking about? Do you believe it? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So should I fall back and wait? Should I be a voice of reason now? Should we create roadmaps so new young entrepreneurs don't go through things like this because you might catch it before it happens? Are there enough mentorship programs for people to follow? Are there other leaders who have an outstanding track record who can help create a new blueprint. So when some of these young entrepreneurs and people who are making money, who have influence, are falling by the wayside and have not jumped over the edge yet, can you save them? Can you save us? Can you save people who are making a lot of money, who have power, who have not been raised under a certain household that shows them how to respect and love and have moral integrity? Is Diddy all there is? Is this what represents hip-hop? This is what represents hip-hop in its entirety. That's not true. Do you forgive somebody for taking somebody's ass? There's a lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality, they're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Is that the message? That was funny, fam. Now what? I don't use baby oil. Lube sometimes in sex makes it better. Should I come out with Ray Y jelly and do some kind of like skit and say, KY just gave me a deal. Ray Y jelly, I got 1,000 of them. Ha 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 ha. Ray Y. That funny to you? It's not to me. Because there's a victim out there that has been caught up in something that has affected their lives. And if it has something to do with that, or it has something to do with any other products or any other thing you're hearing about, it's distasteful. What do we do? Who do we talk to? God bless you. I'm exhausted with negativity. I'm exhausted with the people in this industry that have power who are abusing the power. I can say a lot of names. I won't today, but I will soon.
All right, gonna get into Ray. Ray J say asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. No Diddy.
Come on, man.
What was that?
I can't take Mr. Kardashian serious, bro. Like, what's going on here? It's the same
What was the
dude.
message?
Like, I don't know, bro. Like, Ray J is a joke to me, man. Like,
I think
like,
we all
bro, you made
joke.
your whole your whole thing. You made your biggest name by not Flavor Love, but for the love of Ray J and Kim Kardashian, making her famous, right? With the Ray, what was it? What do you say? The Ray Lube? What do you call it?
Ray Y. Ray Y.
Ray Y jelly, right? Come on, bro. Like that was hilarious. It was hilarious. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but come on, Ray J, shut up, bro. Come on, man. I don't know where he was going with that.
Hey, go ahead, King Talk.
I was just gonna say we all know he was joking. I think he was trying to make light of the situation. It was like back to back jokes. No Diddy, and yeah, I just think that man was decided to try to. He had like little sub points, but I think he was just trying to bring some humor to something that was an uncomfortable situation.
You know about that well, don't
you? Whatever you say, Kenny. I would rather my lifestyle than yours.
You like them lubes and jellies, don't you?
Ask your mother.
That was an awkward silence, man.
Hide from yourself.
Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Is that the message? That was funny, fam. Now what? I don't use baby oil. Lube sometimes in sex makes it better. Should I come out with Ray Y jelly and do some kind of like skit and say, KY just gave me a deal. Ray Y jelly, I got 1,000 of them. Ray Y. That funny to you? It's not to me. Because there's
How do you keep a straight face during this shit?
His ass crazy. Ray J a whole character.
It's probably a few takes, well. It's probably a few takes.
Right?
Yeah, but it apparently it looks like satire. It was like dry humor almost. It was I don't know. It was definitely cringe. I could say that. He's 43 years old though. I'm pretty sure he used baby oil sometime in his life. There wasn't lube like that back in the day. Like most of us used baby oil for one reason or another. But
What?
Hey.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You never use baby oil?
What?
For what? For what? What we talking about? That's not even safe to use for certain situations, bro. I'm just saying. That's not what you're.
Well, it wasn't that lube stuff. It wasn't really around like that. Well, at least I wasn't up on it. Maybe he was, but whatever. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, it looks like satire to me. I don't know what the purpose was, what the message was outside of like just being funny or whatever. I hope he wasn't trying to convey a message because I didn't get it. If it was one, I don't know. He just figured a way to infuse himself in a situation. But I mean, you gotta be careful. He was the same dude talking about he had booty goons. I don't know if y'all remember that. He was talking about
Yeah.
he
With
had
Fab,
booty
when he
goons.
got mad at Fab, right?
Yeah, booty goons.
Yeah.
I'm like, that right there. When I heard that, it left an imprint in my brain that won't go away. Why do you have booty goons? Why do you acquire booty goons?
Hey, Biggie had them. I remember Biggie had them.
you know what I'm saying?
Biggie
Like that. Like how does that conversation even start? For you to find out that they're booty goons. You know what I'm saying? There's so many wrong things that have to happen to have booty goons. So for me, like once I heard that, man, I really couldn't take Ray J seriously because he really thought that as a threat that should be taken seriously. Like I don't know, that scares me. I don't know.
Asses are being taken
in ways we can't explain. That shit is crazy. But on a darker note, on a darker note, I seen this thing about Puff, right? They said he was at a Catholic school, I think it was, and the chancellor and the principal all got arrested or got sued heavily for child abuse. And I'm like, that shit, it always be at the root of these type of scenarios. Like when you peel the onion back, it was like two older white men that could influence why Puff moved through the industry this way. Because it happened to him potentially when he was a child. Potentially. I don't know it to be a fact. I seen the thing, it'd be spoofs and shit that happen online, but
yeah,
the article.
I heard about some of that. Mm-hmm. But also my thing is when they start going into like everybody, I'm gonna keep it real. I always heard Puff was into some of that. Everybody heard Puffy was bisexual and freaky and all this other shit. But when they started throwing the children in there and all that, I started feeling like I feel like they kind of trying to throw fuel on the fire. Of course you never know somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? But just from the way he presents, I don't feel like that was something he was into. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe he was, but it was just like, I don't know, man. You think that would have came out a lot sooner, or it'd be more people trying to out him about that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what do we know? We'll find out.
Did you see Jaguar Wright go on Piers Morgan?
Yeah,
I don't watch that. I don't watch nothing she do. She's
She
insane.
went up Pierce Morgan. Oh, I gotta watch that.
She a messy. She messy. They served Pierce Morgan with a cease and desist after that.
She went on there and was like, yada 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 yada. You know who all of this ties back to? Jay-Z. She tried to do a Scooby-Doo and pin everything on Jay-Z.
She hates Jay-Z, boy.
That he's worse. Like she went on.
They gonna find. She keep playing. They gonna find the ass in the ditch. Knock on wood. I mean, I'm just saying. Allegedly, they could happen. I'm not trying to speak it into existence or nothing. But I'm just saying.
They're gonna run this clip back, Law. Come on, man.
Right? You can't be just saying stuff about these people because you crazy and don't like them. You know what I'm saying? The same way with that boy. I saw it's an interview of her and what's the crazy boy name that was on the Disney Channel? Orlando Bloom. I saw they got an interview together. That's just crazy on crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching that.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
Oh shit!
You know this Ray J video, man. You know, no, I'm just, Kenny, I'm thinking, like, for instance, first of all, Ray J doesn't have a TV show like in the tradition that we're thinking of it. He started this network of his own called the Tronics Network out here in the it's just Ray J created an app. It's on the App Store, and it's just him, and it's just some videos that he does. That's all it is. His network is no different or no bigger or no better than my network, the Lapeef Network. It's just something he created an app and he calls it the Tronics Network, and it's all about ratchetness. It's all about ratchet shit. That's the whole thing. But the thing that upsets me the most is when I see that clip, because I never really saw one of the clips. I heard about it when they first dropped it out here, but is that the best we can do?
It's not.
Like, and it's just like, yo, like, I mean, even the wardrobe, like the white tie on white shirt is a travesty when it's a straight tie. It's only authorized when you're doing a bow tie, but not a straight tie. It's shit like that. And how much you got all this money and your video looks like it was shot on the iPhone 4. That bothers me in addition to the content that you drop. Like, what the hell was Ray J talking about? Is that his version of Saturday Night Live? I don't know, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Somebody or something is controlling us. There should be no reason that even looked like that. If JR throw that back up there, you'll look at it and say that looked like it was shot 20 years ago.
The lighting, everything was just wrong. I couldn't believe what I was watching. The production value was basic.
Yeah,
look at that, man. That is ridiculous. The little clips thrown up. It's just the whole thing is a mess. And that's what you do as a millionaire, as a multi-millionaire with a multi-millionaire sister, and been in the game and on TV for years and got hundreds, maybe thousands of young men that could bring quality stuff that would love to work with you, probably pro bono. This is what we give. This is what we give and get and put out and show the world. When you asked earlier, JR, how do we feel about Sexxy Red being on WWE? That's one thing. But this right here, there's no excuse. And this is the topics that you talk about. This is the thing. This is what you bring forth. That bothers me the most. So much more so than the asses are being taken away, because I think he's trying to be funny. I think my man was right. I think Mr. King, I think it was Mr. King Talk that said that. Yes. I think he was right. He's just out here trying to be funny. He's trying to draw attention to his network. The shit that we go through, is in the film industry we call it jumping the shark. It's the old school term from TV show Happy Days, where you got to do something so stupid because nobody else is paying attention to your regular programming. So a lot of people go out there and do. I just talked about attention seekers and when it came to that girl, that baby moms. But damn, when we just put out anything just to say, oh, so we can have a topic about it. How about quality? Like, what's wrong with us doing quality shit? No matter what it is, we do. That's all I got, man.
You know, you a film buff. You really take your craft seriously. When you watch that, you was thinking about the pixel count and the pixelation.
No, the shit was nasty. The quality was annoying, bro. It was annoying. Annoying,
listen,
bro. I get it.
I get Tubi. I get. I've been asked to produce a couple Tubi projects. I get it. I understand it. I understand. Like sometimes, 20 years ago in 2001, I opened up a barbershop in the hood. I had put a bunch of it was on the corner of Manchester and Normandy here in Los Angeles. So it was basically on the corner of Rough and Tough. And I had this philosophy: I'm bringing Beverly Hills to the hood. That was like the slogan that I had for the barbershop. So I put a whole lot of money in it, remodeled the whole place, made it super fly, and it was all clean and polished and glass and the whole nine. This is what I did 2001. So 23 years ago, I did that. Nobody came. And I didn't understand why. I didn't cut hair. I just invested in a bar. It was one of my business ventures. I've had 30 of them, guys, since then. But it was one of the things that I was doing when I was young and had a lot of energy and was building and doing my thing. And I didn't understand why nobody didn't come to the barbershop. I was like, this is the flyest barbershop in 50 miles. All the money I done put in this place in the whole nine. And people was going to the nasty, hair on the floor, sloppy, hole in the wall barbershop down the street. It didn't make any sense to me. And then somebody told me, he said, you can't elevate certain niggas. You can't elevate. They want what they want. They're not comfortable with class. I get it. I've heard that. That's what I heard in 2001. So fast forward 23 years later, I understand that philosophy now more than ever. But it doesn't make sense when we broadcast it worldwide. I could see if it's for the hood or in certain sectors of certain areas, and you just got to kind of, basically when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. But when we broadcast it out there, I mean, Ray J went on the Breakfast Club 6 months ago talking about his Tronics network and how ratchet it is. That's when he first went on the Chitlin circuit trying to put this thing out. And this is what he drops. It's just like, that just bothers me that this is like every chance we get to do better, we kind of willfully don't. So maybe I'm ranting and I get it. I'm sorry, Marcus, but it irritates the shit out of me when I know that it takes nothing. It takes nothing it's no money. I could see if it was like, oh, Shan, you got to, back in my day of filmmaking early in digital, we had to get, Sony F900s, $250,000 cameras. Your iPhone will shoot better video than what we just watched. And so I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's all. I'm just ranting. I
think he's just a bad producer overall. Because I saw that trailer when he went to the Breakfast Club. That thing, it looks like a dumpster fire, man. When I saw what was going on in those clips and what he was trying to do, it seems like he has the idea, and maybe he got that from like the whole Kim K thing, when just it was trash production. Kim K performed lousy, and it made him millions. It's still from last I checked, it was the #1 selling adult film in like history. And
insane.
It took nothing, right? He's done great as far as him as a character when he's on Love and Hip Hop, Love and Ray J, but as a producer, trash. And I guess he's trying to recreate viral moments, but he just doesn't have the innovation. He's not a good director, apparently. He's not a good producer. And people don't respect the craft. He thinks that he can do it all by himself because he's seen people do it. But if you don't respect the craft and you never really looked into 3-point lighting, your shit's gonna look like that. If you don't understand how to focus, your shit's gonna look like that. There's so many things that he's just missing from his production. Like you could tell he never studied the craft, because even if somebody else filmed it for him, it's like he would have stopped him right there, because you could do what he did with anything. Like it took nothing to do that. You slap a filter on and put your words in. Like it was straight trash. It looked like he did it in CapCut or whatever.
Yeah,
old ass phone.
Hey, Trev, you got some stock in CapCut?
Yeah, okay.
That's your second. That's your second or third time
Well,
tonight.
the
You
first time,
understand
yeah, I know.
He was
That's what the amateurs using
it?
nowadays, man. CapCut.
Is
They
it
getting it
good?
all done with the phone. Yeah. I use it for
Ray J.
speech to text. That's it. Text. That's it. Nothing
All right,
else.
hold on, y'all. Let me run this clip.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
Cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
I don't trust people who cry without tears.
Shan, that's your first time seeing it? Yeah, man.
I ain't never. I mean, I knew she went on with Pierce, but I didn't really watch. I saw a clip or two, like in a 15-second TikTok-y thing, but that I ain't never saw. She came for violence.
I refuse
They
to watch.
sent him a cease and desist for that. You guys said it didn't stick.
Shannon,
Pierce said, "Fuck your lawyer."
Those
Go ahead.
men are what she says they are. There's a man named Fahim Muhammad. You familiar with that name? When that shooting that happened with Puffy and his son that was supposed to be in the house, when police came, it was depicted as of outside. They called Fahim Muhammad. When they had the Shine incident, he was there as well. There was other incidents within those people that she mentioned that this man popped up. Michael Jackson. He was there too when Michael Jackson was found dead, Fahim Muhammad. He's known to be a cleaner, but it seems he moves in anonymity. Look the name up. Then we could revisit
about that dude.
Okay, so now you have Jay-Z, who Foxy Brown came out when she was She depicted, he met her when she was a teenager, and she said he threw that big old horse cock on me. Never shut her up, but she did say it. You could find footage of her saying that. You could find footage of when Jay-Z and Dame Jazz was fighting over for the affections of a young girl named Aaliyah before she got
Aaliyah
scooped
was
up by
grown at
R.
that time.
You
Aaliyah was
understand?
grown at that time, bro.
Okay. Grown where? How old was she?
So
How
when
old
that
was
shit
she if
happened
you
with
know
R,
what you know
when
what you're
she married,
talking about?
listen, when she married R. Kelly, she was 16. She didn't come around Jay-Z and Dame and them until about 4 or 5 years later. After and she, you
Okay,
know,
so you
she was with Dame when
okay,
she
so
died, bro.
okay, so you need to rewind and then re-look
He
into
didn't. He
that
didn't.
story if that's the first time they was around each other.
And he just said she was a young lady. He didn't say that she was a child. He just described her as a young lady.
Okay.
Law.
Okay. So I said one was 16. So you know, some people got problems with listening. So revisit the discussion of how they got down. And those weren't the only ones. Let's talk about what's that girl D that he had to pay off. Jay-Z was a monster when it came to women, and he put hands on them as well. Remember that girl D? They used to have that show on Saturdays. Didn't he have to pay her off after he put his hands on her?
I thought that was
Okay,
Dr.
so
Dre. Wasn't that Dre?
no,
Dr. Dre
It
that
was
went off
Dr.
on her?
Dre.
No. You can go back and look. He put hands on her.
It was them too? Damn.
Okay,
He was
you
catching.
can go back and look. He put hands on her. So those men move in a certain type of way, and they ain't easy. Puffy is well documented that a lot of people he had leverage over wouldn't say anything. Now, once the trial starts, let's see how much people come out, because the feds got a RICO on them. They got charges, and you know when the feds come in, they already got you up on that board. They done got the people. They got the drug mule. They got Cassie. They got Young Miami. They got the memoirs of the your wife that allegedly died. Yeah, the child's mother that died of a heart attack. You understand? In perfect health. They got
It was
your
pneumonia.
kids doing stuff. They got the unmarked guns. It's a lot of stuff. They got Shine, who is now a politician, came out and said not too long ago, well, you know I didn't do it. Did he not? Okay, where there's smoke, there's fire. Jaguar Wright might be a little grandiose when she talks, but there's a lot of truth because she was in the industry. She was around Jay. She was around certain figures. She got ousted because she got a big mouth. You understand? And she wasn't with the get down as far as the other ones was. Oh, she would have done been silenced a long time ago, right or wrong, Shan? She been saying this for a while, putting it on YouTube and in a lot of media. Why now do you think she gonna get silenced? This ain't nothing new. Jay-Z is awful quiet, but he ain't innocent. Come on, Lord, tell me something. Tell me what you know.
I personally don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's an issue, they'll be brought to justice. My thing is you haven't seen anything from these people outside of hearsay, right? You dig what I'm saying? However, we've heard hearsay of Puffy for years, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of that shit has come to fruition. You haven't really heard the hearsay other than from one or two people about certain people. So therefore I'm like, we'll see. However, I do know mental illness when I see it. And I've been seeing mental illness from her and others just saying random shit that who knows? It could be some truth to it, but it could not. It could be simply what we said, mental illness. When you look at Orlando,
Okay, so
what's that boy? Hold on. What's the boy named? Orlando Brown, right? That boy has said all kinds of
Orlando
shit.
Bloom?
You dig what I'm saying? That's the
The
white boy.
young kid?
No, Orlando Bloom is the white boy. Orlando Brown is the
Orlando
one that was
Brown.
on.
Brown.
Yeah,
The young kid.
Orlando Brown is the one that was on Nickelodeon and That's So Raven and all that. He says all kind of crazy shit. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just going, hey, I'm not the feds. I don't really give a fuck. I'd like to not see all of our black billionaires go down when they start coming for them. I'd like to not see that. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, here we are. You dig what I'm saying? If they want to take you down, they can. And we have people like you that's gonna go ahead and piggyback and jump on it. So it is what it is.
So it's hearsay when you can actually go find
when
the
it's
video
hearsay,
footage. So you ask for me to give you grace to speak and me respond to you. It's people like me who's pushing propaganda. Or is it that you can actually go find the footage of Foxy Brown saying Jay-Z threw that horse cock on me, which is accessible? That's hearsay. It's hearsay that Jay-Z put hands and settled suits, which could be researched and got back on without you trying to take like offhanded jabs rather than do the.
Well, you know that same research we talking about.
You could have
You
just
were
been
wrong
like
about.
pass, but no, you chose to.
You were wrong about. That was
Okay,
actually
where am
Dr.
I?
Dre, as we said. The girl
Okay,
D, that was
so
not Jay-Z, that was Dr. Dre.
Jay-Z did not mush it. Jay-Z did not mush that girl in his face, in her face. Oh. Exactly. You wouldn't
Well,
even do the
let me ask
research.
Law, how do you quantify what happened in the hotel on CCTV from the hotel with Cassie?
Oh, yeah. Puff he was dead wrong, but at the same time, you also we see 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, but we see 15 seconds of who knows what the fuck they had going on.
Oh,
The
you know,
way I
that's what I
explained it,
believe. That's my argument too.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm just
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? Look, that's one of those
No,
things
but
where
the reason why I bring that up is because it sounds like you want to exonerate him for, or say, I think you sound more like everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Got it.
yeah, because you're innocent until proven guilty, and a lot of the stuff that they have Puff on isn't necessarily illegal. It might be immoral to some people, but a lot of that shit ain't illegal. You dig what I'm saying?
Did you look at the
at the end
14-page indictment?
Yeah, you got to read the indictment. It's illegal.
I read the indictment.
It's just that the prosecutor embellished a bunch of shit that was like he didn't. Why even mention the baby oil? He's trying to get the pup.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. I read the indictment from Cassie's case, right? I didn't read the indictment when the feds raided the crib, but at the same time, a lot of the shit that they are charging him with isn't necessarily illegal. You know, they can make it like the trafficking charges. Like, how illegal is it? Listen, anything they can say anything is trafficking at this point. If a woman invites you over, you know what I'm saying, and she's offering to cook for you and do that thing, you know what I'm saying? That could be trafficking because you're coming to get services and goods.
Now, damn it, Law.
We went over this. We did 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 this.
So Shan, we're gonna let so his statements, so Law's statements hold true with the unmarked guns, and it holds true with the arson when Kitty Cardi car got blown up, and they actually got the receipts as for how that happened.
Well, no,
bro,
Kenny,
listen, they can't prove the car.
They can't prove the car.
Can't prove the car.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal to have guns, and currently, they set a precedent that
it's not illegal to have guns. You're right, Shan. But the ones that are without the serial numbers,
they set a precedent. I told you guys that 3 weeks ago. They set a precedent in federal court that having a gun with the serial numbers removed is not illegal as well. They just did that 2 years ago.
Especially in Florida.
And they weren't in California. They was in Florida. That was the Florida House.
Everything goes.
But no, I'm not letting you off the hook, Law, because notwithstanding Kid Cudi's car getting blown up and notwithstanding the guns that may or may not be illegal, what he's being charged with is illegal. You keep saying that they got him with stuff that's not necessarily illegal. Yes, it is. You keep talking about the girl that comes over and cook. The sex trade, it was money exchanged. We talked about this. It wasn't just some hoes. It wasn't just some hoes hired to come have some fun and they flew them in. It was money being paid to get sex. That's where the sex trafficking part comes in. It's not just a bunch of bitches coming over here getting paid just to fuck
Wait,
around.
but here's the thing though. If I pay 10 girls to be models and come work this party, and then they hold on, and they just so happen to do whatever they're doing outside of that, but they were paid to come here for these purposes, how do you prove that?
Because what's alleged, that's why you got to read the indictment. It's not the girls getting paid. It was men paying to be with the girls. It's you bring in some hoes from Vegas. You pay them some money. They come in. You bring some of the homies in. The homies got to pay an admission. That's sex trafficking. That's what it is. So it's not that the girls is just out there selling some pussy. It's that the guys that's coming is paying for the pussy that's being brought. That's sex trafficking. And that's what they're getting them on. You just got to read it though. It's a quick read. Just read it and you'll see. Oh, but the thing is what makes it bad, and this is like people like Dr. Umar Johnson and others are saying, it's like, how you getting mad at him for being a freak? Or he's a freak. He likes to do freaky shit. Or what it's not illegal to have baby oil. See, when the feds went out and did their press release and mentioned all that extra shit, they're really trying to paint a monster to the public eyes, because we're looking at, that's why baby oil is a joke. That's what, like Ray J. So we're talking about all this other stuff, and then the part that the judge is keeping them on, the small parts, was so minimized because they know that if they would have just said that, we would have been like, I don't know about that. What else are you talking about? So, but what he's being held on is not some bullshit trumped up charges. It is some illegal shit. So
I thought they denied his bond because of witness tampering, because he like texted a woman like 50 times or something, and they said he was trying to intimidate witnesses.
I don't know. He appealed it twice. It was denied twice, and they feel he's a flight risk, and there is the fact that damn, I just had a brain for it. I was gonna hit you guys with something.
If you was him, would you have ran or would you have turned yourself in?
What question is that? If I was
I'd
him,
have been in Valley with Russell Simmons.
I can't say if I was him because I don't know if he's guilty. I don't know if he's guilty. I understand you get innocent until proven. I don't know so if I was him, well, if I was guilty, I'd run. If I was innocent, I'd be like, no, I want to see my day in court. I can't really answer that question.
What if you did answer it?
You did.
No way. I answered it two ways. I went both ways. I gave the run and stay version. Nevertheless, man, old Puff, and just no, never mind.
No, go for it. I want to hear that. I was waiting.
Yes, Daddy.
JR, did it come through in your IG? The footage of Jay-Z mushing that girl? It's still loading? Since I don't know what I'm talking about? Because I remember it a long time ago.
So wait, did he slap her or he just mushed her? He muffed her? We say muffed here. He muffed her?
I haven't came through yet.
I'm just saying, because if he muffed her, I mean, come on,
He took his whole hand
and muffed her.
So
fuck out of here. I'm sorry. It's late.
So I'm missing something. All right.
Kenny, put in the back chat. I want to see that, Doug.
It still ain't came through yet.
It wasn't D. It was this girl. I forgot her name.
Well,
I'm gonna put it in right now.
You put in the back
You
chat?
need to apologize. You need to apologize with the same energy.
If you want to put the link in.
Because D Barnes got beef with Dr. Dre.
And Dr.
said
Dre,
not her.
I know you said that, but you bring that same energy, Kenny.
It wasn't D
We went
Barnes.
here-
It was
Damn,
another
I fucked
female.
up. I got the name wrong. I got the goddamn name wrong. I shouldn't have said it. My bad, guys. My bad. It wasn't D. You right, Shan. You right, Law. It wasn't D. It was this chick. I got them mixed up. There's so much shit going on with these motherfuckers. That's how we like to hear
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shan, on everything, if it was you, I would.
Hey, but since it's me, huh?
You like, fuck you, Law. Law, you ain't getting
It's
that.
all
You ain't
good.
getting that.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hey.
Listen, the reality is this. We just watched a clip with Jaguar Wright on Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan, I believe, got a hit with cease and desist, like you guys said. If he got hit with cease and desist, he either said "fuck you" or you got that clip from someplace else. And Piers Morgan apologized and took it down. The point is this: D's been. I mean, I'm sorry, got me D in my head. Jaguar Wright has been talking this talk.
I don't
for
care.
a long time. She's been talking this talk for a long time, and I believe it was Dame Dash that said, "If she's lying, how come ain't nobody suing her?" How is it that she's being openly just floating to all these different platforms saying the same thing and nobody's hitting her with a cease and desist or taking her to court or getting her arrested or having or silencing her? You know, Dame said he just got hit with a $700,000 lawsuit on defamation and didn't even mention the dude's name. So how is it that she's out here just with her whole chest calling out names, calling them, you know what I'm saying? If she's lying. And that's where I'm hitting you back with, Law, because I hear what you're saying. It's like, you know what, she's crazy, and Orlando Brown is crazy. They a little cuckoo, but I don't know. It looks like, you know, I mean, I don't want you to be apologizing come February when some shit come out, because I'm gonna remember this broadcast, Law.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying we haven't seen anything of the such from them, from the people that she's talking about. A lot of it does seem really, really far-fetched. And a lot of shit that we've seen people say about Puff, we kind of knew. Like, this is like none of this for me, for Puff, is a surprise, right? You know what I mean? Like literally, it's not. He kind of always talked about it. He never denied being bisexual. He never denied the weird shit he be on. You know, when they make fun of him when he talked to dudes weird with the "okay, daddy" and all that shit, he never cared, right? So
Yeah, but that's
always
court of public opinion. We're not talking about court of public opinion. We talk about the feds. What about witness tampering? What about coercion? What about the RICO stuff? What about
Puff? Yeah, I believe all of that. My thing is, Puff was like that. That's what I'm saying. We always heard he was like that. Like,
so
I
then
have
how do
always
you
heard.
if you believe that, then how do you exonerate somebody who's out here doing that?
And say, I'm one of them dudes spreading hearsay. You just ended with, I'm one of them dudes spreading hearsay after you said all of that.
I don't know that I said that, Kenny. All I'm saying is this is what I've known. This is all the things that I've heard about Diddy, right? I've heard these things.
Shannon, I was wrong about D. You gonna get on him too about what he said?
What?
I'm gonna let him finish. Go ahead, Law.
Wait,
you saying?
I'm just saying. I just heard these things about Diddy. I kind of knew Diddy was like that. I always heard he moved like a gangster. He did what he wanted, and he was a freaky boy, right? At the same time, also a lot of the things, as I said earlier, that was stated wasn't necessarily illegal. Might be a little far-fetched, a little weird and shit, but that's on him. I didn't see him in there. I've never heard him taking the asses. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray J said.
Law,
what did I say, bro?
You didn't say a lot of the things I heard. You said they are not holding him on anything that is worthy of holding him on. And then you said I didn't read the indictment.
Right.
That's
I'm saying I didn't look. I don't know if I said it word for word like that, because that's a very particular. You dig what I'm saying? What I'm saying is a lot of the things that they holding them on, I haven't heard to be illegal yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as and that's referring to the trafficking, right? You know, because we talked about the trafficking, the way we view trafficking. A lot of us would be in trouble if that was the case, right? I'm talking about those things. You dig? I'm talking about those things. And when it comes to the particulars of it, maybe I got to read the indictment. Right?
There you go.
But
there you go. And
right,
that's what Kenny's
right.
looking for. Say, all right, you know what? I need to read the indictment before I cast judgment or make another opinion on this. Then I'll come back with an informed opinion. If you hit me with that law, I'm with you. And I was watching your videos on Instagram. Is that your restaurant that you was walking in circles around when you had
That's me and my partners, man. That's my partner, man. They got the Licking, so it's a franchise. We got them in Miami and then also here in Chicago. And yeah, man, y'all get a chance when y'all hear the next event that we do. Come through, man. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good.
That was dope. Them camouflage that outfit you had on was fly too. I
appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
I know style. I know style when I see it. But that's all we say. That's all we say. If you're not sure, of something, say, let me go find out for sure. I'm gonna go read that indictment, Shan. I'm gonna hit you back next week. That's what we.
Let's go. You know what? Wow. I'm gonna go read that indictment, Shan, and I'm gonna hit you back next week. Let's go,
man.
Yes, sir.
This is
man,
that's amazing.
Hey,
it's amazing.
Kenny, who auntie glasses you just go put on?
I found them in your closet.
Not mine, baby. My shit fly. It
look like Mary J. I don't know what you're talking about.
They look like Mary J. joints from '98.
Nah, these is fly. These are Sleepy Browns. I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess. You got them out the women's section.
Nah, you can say sorry. You can say sorry whenever you're ready. Wait. Trav, is him putting hands on that female is in the back chat, is it not?
I saw it. And nobody tried to stop homeboy too. There's a whole bunch of dudes there. They just like, hey.
What do you do, muffle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
twice.
a dude with a whole lot of hair.
First one looked like damn near a punch, but it's pretty ugly.
Yeah, Marcus. He your friend still? You gonna listen to his music? He touched the woman. I want to keep my head.
I was saying, did he punch or did he muffle?
It's in the back chat. He did, definitely. It's in the back chat.
But I'm saying, did he muffle? But I mean, I'm on my phone, so if I go to it, I think it's gonna kick me out.
Okay. Yeah.
It was making excuses.
It was an open hand.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Or two. It looked like two.
Wait. That's the acceptable one law? That's how Chicago do?
I'm just saying.
I don't see Marcus saying nothing about that. The hypocrisy.
I'm just saying. What was?
They say it's play fighting in the comments, and
that ain't no play fighting. So stop.
I'm reading the comments in the video. It says,
yeah.
This
was childhood friends. They childhood friends, and she had been mocking him for a while.
Nah, and that wasn't no play fighting. He paid money for that. That's the one I'm talking about.
The context of this play fighting is the tour has gone too long. She's making fun of Jay-Z. If you listen to her teasing, give me elbow room. I'm the Jigga man.
Nah, this one right here says the person in the video is an executive at Rockefeller at his company and a friend of Jay-Z's. What you see in the video is a scene from backstage. He said backstage is the 2000 movie that chronicled the 1999 Hard Knock Life tour, the roving show that featured Jay-Z, blah, 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 Method Man, blah, blah, blah. The female employee's name is being withheld at the request of Rockefeller. Specifically, the scene is derived from chapter 14, 2 months long, blah, blah, blah. The context of the play fighting is the tour has gone on too long and she is making fun of Jay-Z. And if you listen and hear her teasing him, give me elbow room, I'm Jigga Man. I guess she was mocking him or some shit. And then he came and did what he did. Her name is Shaka Pilgrim. Whoever Shaka Pilgrim is, a child friendhood of Jay-Z's from Rock Nation. Whatever. Point is it. That's what it said. But he don't look like he
put hands on her.
He don't look like he playing to me. He looked like he was pissed off at her, like, motherfucker.
That doesn't look like they was playing, no. That shit
it's good
y'all
you
saw
can
his
read,
face when he did it,
I'm glad. At least you can do that.
Probably slid her a milli.
Wait, I just noticed the homosexual left. Where you at?
Hey man, we ain't even off live, man. You gotta chill with that, bro. Like, you gotta chill with that, man.
Hey, y'all make sure that like button.
Comments.
I also make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man.
Hey, Lapeef, you got your Barry White on, bro? What's up?
It's late.
Hey, yo, Trav, one thing he ain't say is I lie.
Extra, read